All right, now, good topic to talk about, man. I got the game giver, and we're gonna talk about something a lot of you guys out there and gals even. I think this applies to both sexes. Man. How do you, I guess, stop simping? Is simping even bad? And in one context, might even it even be good, right? So,
Nah,
John, give these people
don't
a
listen to him.
description.
Hell nah.
It's devil's
Simping ain't
advocate.
pimping, you feel me? Simping ain't pimping and you ain't winning doing that. I'm just telling you, this is a good little section for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna give you some game, but you better stop simping, bro. You better stop simping, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it ain't gonna work. But she not really feeling you. She not really feeling you. She not really feeling you. You know what
I'll
I'm
tell
saying?
you this.
Look,
I'll tell
she
you
not really
this.
feeling you if you gotta go in there and pay to get her to hang out with you. Or nigga, she runs your whole relationship. Like you're a man and you're not even in charge of your relationship. What did I say? But you know what I'm saying? Go get your balls out of her purse. See if she'll give them back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta put your foot down. You gotta run the relationship if you're in a relationship. Now, I'm not telling you to run over her. You know what I'm saying? What I'm telling you is put your damn pants back on, nigga. Pick yourself up and run your relationship. Stop simping. Stop doing everything she tell you to do. When she tell you to jump, you say how high, bro. You better stop that. That's all I'm saying. And look, and for y'all that's not in a relationship, bro, stop thinking that you got to spend money on them to impress them. You know what I'm saying? They don't even, but they don't like you for you. They just want your money. You know what I'm saying? Look, if you come over to the Game Givers channel, I'm gonna tell you how to get them without even having to do that. You ain't got to spend a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you
All right,
want to,
before
and that's your choice. But
John,
you don't have to,
let,
pay for her to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta buy
let
her
me ask
and
you
take her
this.
shopping, all these dinners, and but you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna use you up. She's gonna dry up all your sources, and guess what she's gonna do? She's coming over to the Game Givers channel. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm trying to tell you. She's gonna find somebody else after she dry your little your sources up. And once you like, hey, no, I ain't got no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done took you to fancy dinners in 2 weeks. I'm kind of broke right now. She gonna be like, oh, broke. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna go hang out with John from around the corner, who
Let me
driving a
ask you
Honda
this.
with a flat tire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bruh got a whole Tesla and riding her around, but she don't even feel, bruh. She want John around the corner in a Honda with a flat tire. You know what I'm saying? Because
Let
John got the
John.
game. You feel me?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So before, because obviously, there's a lot of truth to that, and I'll play devil's advocate. We go back and forth. Describe to the people listening right now what is simping for those that don't understand.
Bruh, I would just say simping is just, bruh, not being in your masculine like frame, bruh. Like you just let her run over you pretty much. Like you just let her run over you. You let her have her way every time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to be a toxic ass nigga in your relationship. I'm not telling you to just, run over her. That's not what I'm saying, right, Izzy? That's not what I'm saying, right? All I'm
What do
saying
you
is
say?
stop
What do you
letting
say?
her run over you. Stop letting her run over you. That's simping. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. You know what I'm saying? Get your little masculine, get your looks together. We out here, we getting a little bit big. We getting a little bit big. You know what I'm saying? We focusing
All
on us. We getting in our masculine frame. We looking good. We chasing our career. We ain't simping. We're not chasing them either. So
right.
that's simping. Simping is just being a little weak, little
So
punk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you soft.
let me try to filter that out for a bit, and then you can correct me in terms of what I think your description of simping is. So what I just define it as is basically kind of what you're saying, but I word it differently, like having a woman dictate, your decisions, your emotions, and things like that. Now, let me preface it with this. It does not mean, like you mentioned, you go and you treat a woman like she's not equal or less than, and you put her down. There's definitely a process in which you should do it. Right? There's always a right and the wrong way to do something. Right? When you are interested in someone, right, and you show interest, and you are in love, or you really want something serious with this person, right? Not sipping at that point. You're trying to find someone that you're bringing, the same values and creating something. A person like that, some would define as simping, but in reality, they're trying to build a family. And for people that are doing those things, they're building something bigger. What we're trying to talk about, what I think John is describing, is when a guy is going head over head, and this goes for both sexes, like I mentioned before, guys and girls, tend to make decisions that are irrational, not logical, that are contrary to their own benefit, right?
When they
For
make her decisions, they let her make. They not even making decisions. They let her
exactly.
make the decision.
Exactly. And I agree with that, especially today, like with simping, it's it's almost like you have a lens, like when you drink, right? You have beer goggles, right? When you're simping, you got simping goggles. You just can't think or see clearly. Your whole filter or how you view everything around you is through the lens of like what this person is doing. Like I gotta think about what. And you lose sight of your friends, your family, your work, your own self health and
Oh,
self
he going deep with
mental,
it.
yeah, self mental and physical health. Like that is the priority. And hey,
Pretty much what
you're
he's saying is you're the
yes,
priority. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
You,
yeah,
as the man, you are the priority. Like, you
right.
know, especially when you out here single. You're not in a relationship. You're not
The
with
only
your
time that's
significant.
not the case is when you're in a marriage and you've got kids and all that stuff. In that
Right.
case, that
Yeah,
man who's taking
that's
care of those
different.
kids, he's not simping. He's being a father. He's being a man. That's
Facts.
what you're supposed to do.
I mean, he
But if,
could be
yeah,
simping if but yeah, we're not
there's
talking about that.
potential. Yeah,
But
we're
taking your
not.
kid, take care of your kids, being a good husband, great husband, a caring dude, whatever. That's not simping. That's
That's not
not what we're
simping.
saying.
Yeah,
We're just saying, like you said, when she dictates everything. Like I said, she tell you to jump, you ask how high. You know what I'm
right,
saying? She
right,
tell you no, you say okay. She tell you we ain't going there. You're like, yes, babe. You know what I'm saying? Or just a girl you don't know. Like you already coming out of pocket. You don't even know her. You're taking her to fancy ass 300, 400, $500 dinners. Like you don't even know her, bruh. Like you don't even know. You just met her on Tinder. Like, what the hell are you doing taking this Tinder girl out on a $500 like dinner for the first time? Like, bro, that's simping. You
right,
feel me? Like,
right,
she don't even like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? She don't like you like that. She gonna use you up for that $500, $400, whatever dinner, expensive dinner. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, what she gonna do? She ain't bugging with you. She ain't
And
bugging
what
with
do
you. I'm
you
gonna break
think?
it to you.
And let me ask you this, because I think you bring up a great point, right? Because that person's willing to do anything for her. And we talked about it, we touched on it a little bit in the last podcast, but what happens when like the boys, like for example, I'll throw some random situation scenario, right? We know somebody, right? Like a buddy, right? Say Adam, right, is in love with this girl, but she's toxic, right? She's been around the block, you know, she's slept with dudes that we both know, right? We don't, we tell this guy all the time, like, hey, you should stop him. Because he's putting him in situations where he's even in danger. You know what I mean? To that degree, right? How do you get through to somebody who is simping or like even mentally just not strong enough to kind of comprehend what's really going on? You know what I mean? Like in that situation where Adam
I
is
mean,
with a
bruh,
girl who's cheating and all that stuff and sleeping with as that, obviously he even
all right. Well, look, this is what I'm gonna say. If you can't do shit. If you don't listen to you, you gotta let them be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta let them be stupid. Look, if you literally gave him information and proof that his girl is being a sneaky little, you know what I'm saying? The sneaky little thotty, whatever, catching bodies, and you literally told your homeboy, which was what you should do to be a real partner, and he decides not to listen to you. That's his dumbass fault. You know what I'm saying? So look, you can't do nothing in
right,
that
right.
situation, but just shake your head.
Take your head.
Like, it's like, I mean, what can you can't do nothing. You told him, right? And now he knows. It's not like and you didn't tell him. Like that would be different. If you don't know that his girlfriend out here, doing, some
Let
out
let
of
me ask
pocket
you
stuff.
something. why do you think some or most guys, or just guys who are in that situation, are thinking that way? Like, what makes it so difficult, or why are they even there in the first place?
Because they feel like they ain't over on the Game Givers channel. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, what do they
Yeah,
call it? They thinking from a scarcity mindset. They call it like, they think, oh damn, but I can't get nothing better than this one, bruh. If you don't get your ass up, come over to the Game Givers channel, bro. I'm gonna teach you how to get a better one than that. Maybe two
I'll
or
go.
three on top of that.
I'll go even deeper. I'll go even deeper. This is my thought process, right? In this situation, is like the reason why that's even the case is because it goes back to what you're when you're brought up, right? And you have this idea, right, of marriage or a relationship. Like for me, like it was like my parents, right? Like what that vision is, and then a lot of people our age, like men, don't really have a good idea of what it's like to be a man, like to be an alpha, right? And who's the alpha? God, God, right? God
That's
is
the
the alpha,
biggest alpha. That's the
the
big
biggest
dog.
alpha, right? And so growing up, it's like we don't have like an idea of how to be like the father, right? We tend to fall astray and make a lot of mistakes. So, and especially in the home setting, right? For a lot of guys and girls, when they don't have an idea of what it's like to be a father or a mother, right? They tend to lose that identity of themselves. Like that's why for men, when we don't have a good idea of who God is and how to be masculine, right? For the most part, you're gonna start to be feminine, right? And for women in the reverse, when they don't have a good idea how to be a woman, to be feminine, and a lady to be nurturing and caring in the way that they should be, right? They start to take on masculine characteristics, right? Because they lacking and are lacking. And I talk about this from personal and experiences with friends and whatnot. A lot of men that don't have a good relationship with their father, right, don't know how to be a man, so they go simp. A lot of women that have a terrible relationship with their
Yeah, or
father,
maybe they daddy was a simp too. So you know what I'm saying?
exactly, and women that don't have a relationship with their father, but both have issues with their fathers, bro. We talk about
Daddy was
statistics. When you don't have your father at home, you're across the board. It's difficult to achieve anything really. So I think it goes back to that standard that you're supposed to keep at home the way that God wants it, right? And so for a lot of people that don't have that good relationship, they end up simping.
I get what you're saying, right? But for real, bro, I really think it's more of this. Like, I really think it's more the situation. Well, I'm not gonna speak for every case, but for a lot of cases, the situation is they feel like the woman that they're currently with is better than them. So therefore, they allow her and just they play stupid and just allow her to go out and do her little fucking, her little thotty, stuff, whatever. Little, you know, go out there and do whatever she wants, bruh, and then come back to them. But I believe the reason they do that is because they just feel like she's better than them. She's better than the man. That man feels like that woman is better than him.
Well,
Like he
yeah, that's
feels
my
like
point. That's my
I
point,
feel like
John. Is
he
that
feels like he can't get another woman at least that probably looks as good as her or something like. But it's like, what is she offering you, bro? Like she giving it to everybody else. Like what the hell? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's why
you
this is
know,
what I'm saying, bro. You look. That's why I'm like you got to be in that alpha mindset. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to get up, bro. Go get you a different one. You can, bro. Izzy, look. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I done been with some smooth ones, right? And I done lost some smooth ones. Whatever. I done kick some to the curb. They done kick me to the curb. You know what I'm saying? And hey, sometimes you be like, damn. But in my head, I always knew like, bro, every time I actually got with a girl, like a girl I was actually feeling, she was smooth. So somehow, some way, I know I'm gonna get another smooth one. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm just here down in the dumps or just letting her run all over me. Like, cause I'm not gonna have like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all shouldn't either. Go get you a different one. Like, you gotta go learn. This is what I'm saying. You gotta learn the game. So you go out, learn how to talk to women. Stop being awkward. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
Increase your chances. Get out there, bro. Focus on you, like I always tell you, because that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen, bro. You're gonna get
Right.
more bad ones. Like you're gonna get more bad ones. You ain't gotta hang on to that one for dear life, bro. You over there hurting. She don't even want you, bro. She want every other dude in the club. And you over here hanging on to her, like grabbing her pants leg and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, she don't even want you, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Get your ass up, bro. Go find a different one. I really think that's as simple as it is. They just don't think that they're good enough for that woman and that they can find a better woman than that.
And yeah, and that's one thing I've noticed too, man. Whenever you're going out, right? Women, they can sense when a man, like, they're really drawn to the man that's really comfortable in their own shoes, like confidence, right? That's what the reason why they gravitate to that is they know themselves, they know that what they want, and so they're willing to be able to open, even if initially, like if they were to just look at two people, right, and they're equally attracted, right, to the same two guys, for example, when a girl is looking at a guy, right? The guy that is more confident in terms of their stature and is the one that may be more slouched, kind of like shy, demeanor, posture. They're obviously going to be, they're more attracted to the one that shows a more confident stature. That's just how it is, like how you portray yourself, right? And how you're
All right.
able to put yourself out there into the world. Women are just more inclined to be attracted to that. So
Yeah,
I
they want a
agree, man.
confident dude. They don't want no little like self-conscious, like
Yes.
weirdo.
And they definitely don't want someone that just agrees with, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean to
Anything,
just say
yeah.
things to be negative or to say the contrary. That just means know what you want, stick to your guns, and regardless, even if she does or doesn't like you, doesn't matter because at the end of the
Facts.
day, you're gonna
Just
find
be
someone that
you.
does.
Be you.
Be
All right.
you. Don't fake it.
That's that's the most important thing, bro. Like if you a
Right.
nerd, go be a nerd. You know what I'm saying? If
Mhm.
whatever, if you're into some whatever you're into, bro, go be into that. Just don't try to act like something you're not. You know what I
Yes.
mean? To impress her. Don't that's lame. Don't do that. You know what I mean?
And we
Just go
talked
be
about
you.
it like
If you like
actually
anime
spoke.
and you know
Yeah,
you go up with your
exactly.
little anime shirt, you know what I'm saying? Like
Be that.
confident. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you know, like I said, if you a nerd, you like math, you know, go teach her a math equation. Like, hey, come here, bitch. Let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how to solve this
Yes.
problem over here. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be confident, bro. Whatever you do, just be you. Don't try to act like something you're not or somebody else. You're good enough to be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's the one thing, when we talk about statistics and you look at long-term marriages, right? A lot of the marriages and modern marriages don't last too long because a lot of people look at the surface level, but don't look at the value, right? That's why we talked about it before with like conservative women. If I'm conservative, it makes no sense for me to be going out trying to, marry a liberal or anything like that. And so in the same aspect, right? If you're looking to find a wife, you have to find, or obviously vice versa, if you're a woman looking for a husband, you have to have the same values. You can have different personalities. Like for example, I could be more of an introvert. I don't talk that much, but she's an extrovert. She goes hang around with her friends or whatever. But if we have the same values, like the core values, we love God, we go to church, anything is positive. That's the most important thing, to be equally yoked.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all gonna be on the same page, you know. It's good. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all will be on the same page. And kind of like going piggybacking off of what you said. So I got a real quick question for you. So how do you feel for like, married couples or like even just serious relationships? Like, you know, one person is always going out like with their friends, like let's say like whatever the girl or something, always going out with her friends, you know, moving around, doing whatever, being in everybody's faces, in the clubs, taking trips. Like, how do you feel about that?
Okay, that's a great transition. Right now, we're going to talk about that in marriage on the next one.